Thanks for your support as a channel member, Nicholas Egland Peterson. We're well over halfway through Season 4 with AHGP. We've had some good days and we've had some less good days. Hopefully today, in this episode, we'll have a good day. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of F1 Create A Team with AHGP. We're gearing up for an Italian double header. We're heading to Imola, then to Monza. And of course, we've progressed through a few races since last you were with the team, which was our home race at Silverstone, where we frauded 6th place with a red flag, which we caused by running out of fuel at Lovefield. But we haven't done that since. Well, you'll see in a minute, we haven't run out of fuel before the line. We've run out of fuel after the line. But since you were last with us, we've had 3 Grand Prix. The Hungarian Grand Prix, the Dutch Grand Prix, and the Belgian Grand Prix. So I played Budapest, having started, let me consult my notes, 4th and 9th. And we ended up 5th and 6th. But I had to redo the race because the computer crashed at the end of the first one. So yeah, this race that we eventually got was disrupted by a red flag because I think there was a spin and then someone drove into the spun car, and Esteban Ocon then did the same thing. So you'll have just seen that. But yeah, we managed to pinch a better result in the rerun race because we initially finished 6th and 8th. We finished 5th and 6th in this redo. Justin got himself a point for Mercedes. He's doing all right with the Brackley-based team. So yeah, we got some handy points there. Zandvoort, not really a lot happened, to be honest, until the last couple of laps. There was a late virtual safety car, and we chased Oscar Piastri to the line, attacking in the last couple of laps on our tyres, and we just missed out on P4. But Pulse Potato, back-to-back P5s, that's now his best result of the season. Justin picking up some more points in 7th for Mercedes. He's having a good episode so far. Lewis only 10th, which is where he qualified in Zandvoort. Pulse Potato started that race from 9th. Now, moving to Belgium, we actually qualified on pole position and we ended up getting a podium because we did a 2-stop race and it worked. So here's a little overtaking montage of Lewis Hamilton overtaking Oscar Piastri at the bus stop chicane. Great move. Then he did Carlos Sainz into Les Combes, and then he came from miles back to overtake Théo Pourchaire. We almost got Max Verstappen towards the end, but we weren't quite quick enough and we had to settle for 3rd. But, you know, a podium is still really, really, really useful. Where did Pulse Potato finish that race? He finished 7th. He took an extra ERS component in that race. So he started 18th, and he was also instrumental in getting Lewis on pole. So we made him give Lewis the slipstream all the way round the lap, and we were on pole position. So it was really good fun. Now, I need to point out something. This Antonelli bloke, you might have heard of him. He's a little bit good. So, do you remember how we got a podium and we were fighting Max Verstappen for the win in Monaco? Max Verstappen hasn't won since then, but Ferrari have won all the races. Antonelli has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races on the spin. And now he heads to a doubleheader at his home country, looking to make it 8 and 9 in a row. But that's something we need to look out for in this episode and the rest of the season. How many races does Kimi Antonelli win? Here's the championship standings for those who are wondering. It's brought him right into contention with his teammate Max Verstappen. The gap is now just 11 points. He's won double the amount of races Verstappen has, but Verstappen has 13 podiums. So every time Antonelli wins, Verstappen's probably finishing 2nd. So yeah, Ferrari are having a massive scrap at the top. Lewis and Pulse Potato are 6th and 7th now. There's still a big gap between our drivers. But Pulse Potato has improved to overall 85 and is looking like he's getting his mojo back. I think he was just a bit sad that he missed out on the title in 2026, which is understandable. And obviously the car not being quite as strong this year as it was last year I think that might have knocked his performance. But Lewis, with his 3 podiums now and 1 pole position, is doing a great job for us. So, in terms of development, we've brought a couple of pieces to the car. A new chassis. I think there was a new underfloor in there somewhere, maybe. But we also have a new set of side pods that we can slap on the car today. Nerfs our low speed and medium speed a little bit, but it gives us better high speed and better top speed, better engine cooling as well. So that's good news. What else have we done? We've started researching for next season. I might as well start doing a little bit more. We did a bit of chassis. We did underfloor and suspension. Oh, have we done? No, we haven't done suspension. So let's do that. Let's just do all the corners, please, and the tires. Give us tire life. We want tire life, and then we will do a chassis one, in which we will have the slipperiest of chassis you have ever seen. Don't worry about cooling the engine, and give us some airflow, please. Thank you. Let's just do that. That'll do. Lovely jubbly. So I'm going to head to Imola. We are doing a double-header episode today, so I'll crack straight on with qualifying and everything. I'll see you for the strategies and the race, and then, yeah, we'll do the same for Monza. We are probably going to find it difficult to score a huge amount of points this week. 8th for car performance in Italy. 19th at Monza. That's not good. We are a bus when it comes to straight line performance, but we like high speed corners, and yeah, you need high speed cornering around Monza, weirdly. Okay, whatever it says. Anyway, I'm going to go to Imola and I'll see you there for the race. Let's get these cars qualified high up the grid. Mixed fortunes in qualifying. Lewis Hamilton starts 4th on the grid. Pons Potato, sadly, is 17th. He exited qualifying in the first session, and yeah, that was all she wrote for him. He is going to start on soft tyres and do a 2-stop strategy. It's risky doing a 2-stop at Imola because you lose a lot of time in the pit lane, but we've underfueled the car, so I'm hoping we can make progress with DRS and softer tyres. Lewis doing a more conventional 1-stop medium hards will probably end up following most of the front runners. Interestingly, Kimi Antonelli is like 7th, I think. He's got a lot of work to do to continue his winning run. We would like to win. I doubt we'll win today, but you know, anything can happen. So let's get to the grid and get this race underway. All right, here we go. The Tifosi have gathered. They're expecting a Ferrari win. They're the dominant force this season. 5 red lights at Imola. The lights are out. The race is on. How is Lewis getting away? It's a decent start. Piastri's up the inside of us though, and we look like we're going to lose that position. Antonelli is 8th, by the way. Leclerc in the McLaren is sending it into Tamburello. I don't like that, and I think we've just about fended him off. Yeah, we have, which is good news. We've only lost 1 position. The 2 Red Bulls are side by side, and into Tosa, we're right on their gearboxes. Justin is just behind us in 7th. Pos Potato up a place to 16th. Everyone except Pos Potato and Logan Sargent starting on mediums. Pos Potato making a nice move there. That's good from him. So let's get him moving. Hamilton has made a pass. He's moved ahead of Piastri. This must have been into Piratella as well. Look at this. Oh, he got squeezed out by his teammate, and yeah, opportunistic stuff from Lewis. That's a good start. We're just joining Lewis Hamilton as he flies past Théo Pourchaire for 3rd in the race. Verstappen and Sainz are duking it out for the lead. We've managed to look after our tyres pretty well in this opening phase, and I think it will serve us well as we move into the Grand Prix. We might be able to actually be a bit more aggressive here and close up the gap. We are going to be exposed to DRS, which is a problem because it's quite powerful in this circuit. If you can get the traction, you will be past your opponent. And here comes Pourchaire. We're just going to trade places with him. Sainz and Verstappen are 2 seconds a lap quicker. Yes, 2 seconds a lap quicker than Pourchaire that time round. Justin up into P5. Great work from him. And Pons Potato has just got himself into a bit of free air clear of Ocon and just chasing Vesti now. Only 9 laps in, the race is still young, still quite a way to go. Pourchaire could probably pull us closer to the lead pair if he really wanted to. Did we get DRS? I hope we did. Please tell me we got DRS. We did not. Fantastic. Right, lap 20. We've managed to pull almost 2 seconds on Pourchaire. He's now battling with Justin. We've been trading third place between us for the last sort of 10 laps or so. Pos Potato is heading for the pit lane, so he'll get a nice undercut on a lot of his opposition. He's actually just about to lose a place to Ocon. I've not really been able to give his race much attention because Lewis's race has had quite a bit of managing to do because he's in such a scrap, and there is a real chance of back-to-back podiums in this race. So let's keep building this advantage. Everyone else has used their tyres more than we have. I would expect they will start pitting before we do. So it's, yeah, we might get undercut perhaps. That's going to be the thing we need to avoid. Can we avoid being undercut, but we don't want to leave ourselves exposed when they come out in fresher tyres. And on hard mode, the AI hits the tyres really aggressively, although it's helpful that Justin and Pourchaire are scrapping it out. 2.2 second pit stop for Pos Potato. He'll pop out in 21st position. Logan Sargent had an off earlier on, so we'll have some clear air now for Pos Potato to put some good laps in, hopefully, and then we can make some progress. I did have him on high overtake aggression. It didn't really make much difference, to be honest. So we're looking in a really good position at the moment for a potential podium. 2.5 seconds clear of Pourchaire now. Lewis doing a lovely, lovely job. Right, a number of the leaders have come in on the end of lap 26. We're on lap 27 with Lewis, and we're going to be bringing him into the pit lane now as well. I'm sure Carlos Sainz will be coming in as well. We've got the gap down to 3 seconds. It's kind of been around that anyway, so we're going to avoid too much of an undercut from those behind, and we'll just sort of hold position behind those who were ahead of us. Are they stuck in any traffic? No, they're in pretty decent space, to be honest. Pos Potato has made a couple of positions up. He's actually not far off of Justin and Piastri, so that's looking all right actually for him. He should be about to make several positions. Yes, and he's going to be ahead of Antonelli, who's got a mechanical issue. Pos Potato's still got another stop to make, but he's looking in really good shape to actually catch quite a few of these guys. Hamilton remains net third, but under big pressure now from Piastri. We need to get these tyres up to temperature. We need to deploy battery. We're going to lose this position here. Justin's going to be right on his tail as well. Where's Pourchaire in all this? He's behind those two, so he lost out. We're going to lose out here as well, but as long as we can stay with the Red Bull, we should be all right. But cold tyres, it's going to be tricky. Well, Piastri and Hamilton have been having a right old ding-dong over this final spot on the podium. They've been sharing it between them. Justin's had front row box office seats for this high-class scrap. And here we go again. DRS in operation. Is Lewis going to make the move? No, Piastri cuts him off once, twice, and Hamilton still forces his way through. Great move from Lewis Hamilton. Get in there, and we move back into third place. But yeah, we'll end up just losing the spot again. We are doing a better job on our tyres than everybody else. We still need to save a fair amount of fuel. We have successfully done that in the past. We have unsuccessfully done that in the past. We are potentially going to be able to chase down Sainz, I think. We're closing the gap. It's now less than 3 seconds to him. He did a 17.5. We did a 16.6 that time round. Here comes Piastri. This DRS slingshotting, really helpful, isn't it? Now, if we can reach Sainz, we can go for him, but we've got to get there first. Oh, Hamilton up the inside. Look at that. Great move from Lewis. Let's deploy some battery and see if we can close back in on the Spaniard with a bit of battery deployment, and then maybe we can shoot for second place. Pulse Potato in for his second stop of the day. The only driver I think who's going to be doing a 2-stop strategy. We've not seen much of his race, to be honest. We haven't had the opportunity to. We've been so locked in dealing with Lewis's shenanigans at the front, and Pulse Potato has just had to sort of settle for being in existence, to be honest. We know he's there, we love him, but he's not fighting at the front today. Lewis still on the tail of Piastri. We did get the gap to Sainz down to less than a second and a half at one point when deploying, but then we ran out of battery, Piastri got past and then backed us up again. So Red Bull playing the team game at the moment. We're now 2 seconds behind Sainz as Piastri gets back in front. Let's see if we can catch him. It's now less than 2 seconds. So the game is afoot. Second place, definitely a possibility. We're back up the inside of Piastri. We've left Justin behind. He can't quite live with this pace. Lewis showing his class here. They go wheel to wheel through the middle sector of Imola. Piastri doing everything he can to stop us getting away and attacking his teammate. We're saving tyres. We'll unleash Lewis probably with about 8 laps to go and see if we can hunt down the Spanish driver in front of us. Okay, we are hovering just around a second behind Carlos Sainz. Are we going to get DRS this lap? I don't think we... Oh, we might have. We might have just snuck in. Have we hooked onto the back of the second Red Bull? Not quite. But we are right on his gearbox as we hunt down a potential second place. Now we'll have DRS, which is fantastic news. Hamilton looking immediately for the move into the Villeneuve chicane. It's probably unwise to go for the move there unless you're supremely fast out of Tamburello. He's looking to the inside again. That move he's used a couple of times on Piastri to good effect. He's all over the Red Bull. Let's hop on board with the 7-time world champion. We're not going to win any championships this year, but we can certainly be a thorn in the side of Red Bull. And we definitely get the DRS, and then we will be in front. In fact, what I'm going to do is try and sit behind a little bit and just recover some of this fuel that we need to save for the end of the race, and then we'll really go for it. Look at this. Yeah, the slipstream that we're getting. And we'll just stay... Okay, we'll go in front. That's fine. Don't mind being in front. Pulse Potato's adventures have continued. He's just passed Kimi Antonelli here, who's in an ailing Ferrari outside the points. Is this a double overtake? Because I'm sure he's at 12th. I think he's just nailed one of the Williams cars. Let's see. Yes, he's ahead of Russell. He's chasing down Behrman. He might scrape 10th. If he's quick, if he's really super quick. We do need to save more fuel with 5 laps to go. This is reminiscent of Silverstone. We are right at the back of Ollie Behrman with Pulse Potato. He's flying. Hamilton drops down to 4th. Sainz has nipped by and skedaddled up the road. And now we're going to get blocked by the Alpine. Get out the way, Logan Sargent, you absolute buffoon. Thank you. Right. We can get back past Piastri. We can chase down Sainz. Verstappen has a mechanical issue, so if he breaks down on the final lap, there's a potential win in the offering here. We need to see if we can scoop that up. Down the inside goes Hamilton. That is a lovely send on the trailing Red Bull of Piastri. And Pulse Potato is now up into 11th. 3 seconds off of a points scoring finish. Still half a kilo of fuel to recover. Behrman putting up a good fight though. It's not easy getting back into the top 10, is it? Hamilton right back on the gearbox of Sainz. And here it is, lap 60 then. Let's see how this pans out. This bit will go absolutely unedited. You will see this fight in its entirety. Hamilton to second place. Come on, we need to make sure we position our car correctly. We are on lap 61, so we want to be yes, on the end of lap 62 we want to be behind Sainz, going for the move with DRS. We've now saved all the fuel we need with both cars almost, so are we going to get DRS off of the V-carb here? We might, you know. I think we did. Yes, we did. Right, attack on the tyres. We'll harvest the battery. We are over a second clear of Sainz. So we're going to deploy, we're going to pull the gap, we're going to pull the pin, we're going to go, and we're going to check out and take second place here because we've driven a brilliant race and I've decided that we're having second. So there's another bit of traffic here. The Haas of, is that Zhou? No, it was Iwasa getting out of our way there. And now Sainz is 2 seconds back. We are fine. Pulse Potato into the top 10. He's just overtaken his former teammate, Paul Aaron, the reigning world champion, of course. And through goes Potato for 10th place. Decent recovery on a 2-stop strategy, actually. I wonder what he could he have done that on a 1-stop? Possibly. Possibly not. Oh, please, Verstappen, break down. Please. I mean, we've seen Verstappen win a lot of races in real F1. He's winning now. Lewis deserves a win. He's been wonderful this season for us. But Ferrari are very difficult to beat this year. They are, without doubt, the team to beat in Formula One right now. We are closing in on the Ferrari. We were a second and a half quicker last time round, but it's nowhere near enough to scoop a victory. What's Pulse Potato up to? He's defending from Paul Aaron, which is fine. He can attack on the tyres. Lewis Hamilton rounds the final corner and takes a very well-deserved second place. Great drive from Lewis. That is really, really good stuff from him. I thought we aced the strategy there. Got ourselves in touch, kept ourselves there, and I am so pleased that we've beaten the 2 Red Bulls. We didn't expect to be this quick, but great job, team. Great job, Lewis. Well done, Pulse Potato, as well. He's going to scoop himself a single point, but it's a very well-earned point. So he should be very pleased with himself despite the poor qualifying on Saturday. Double points for the team. Good stuff. Let's take this form into Monza. Antonelli's winning run halts at 7 with a disastrous home race at Imola. 15th for the Ferrari starter. Oh dear. There's Lewis back on the podium. We didn't get to see the cutscene in the last episode, well, in the last race, because Antonelli was the winner and he's not face scanned. So yeah, it's good to see the podium cutscene once again. And Lewis gets to spray champagne all over his former colleagues at Ferrari, whom he left to join us. So let's move on to Monza. That was an eventful episode, well, eventful race in itself. So yeah, hopefully Monza isn't crazy and this episode isn't a marathon, but you never know. Monza throws up some interesting stuff. I think, where did Justin finish? P5 for Justin. Good job from him. He's having a really strong mid-season. He's now up to 11th in the Drivers' Championship. He is comfortably outperforming. Oliver Behrman hasn't scored a point yet for Mercedes. That's interesting. Justin now overall 86. He's actually... We've got the wrong driver at the team. We'll gloss over that. So we are closing the gap slightly on Aston Martin. If we have a really good final third of the season, possibly finishing third in the Constructors is on for us, but unlikely. We'd need to win a couple of races, I think, to achieve that. Let's get to Monza and take this momentum with us. Another mixed bag of qualifying results. 15th for Lewis Hamilton, 7th for Pulse Potato. We missed the flag for our second and final run in Q2 because we had to give way to traffic, and that meant Lewis was eliminated. Pulse Potato scraped through in 9th, then could only manage 8th fastest in Q3. Max Verstappen has a grid penalty, so that's why Pulse Potato is up a place. Both cars 3 laps underfueled. You don't want to underfuel too much here, it's just a fuel drinker. And weirdly, I'm going to start Lewis on hards, and he's going to stop before Pulse Potato because we're going to run longer on the mediums with our younger driver to sort of maybe give him a bit more oomph towards the end on the hards. But you can get random red flags and crazy things happen at Monza, so let's hope for a bit of action, I suppose, that helps us get up the order. Let's go to the Italian Grand Prix. Right, let's conclude the Italian double header. 3, 4 and 5 red lights. The lights are out. The race is on. Kimi Antonelli's on the front row thanks to his teammate being back down the grid, and he's not far behind Pulse Potato actually. He's made a decent start. Can he lunge Ocon into turn 1? Oh, he's looking at it. There we go. Nice move from Pulse Potato. Can we make it stick around the outside? Leclerc is off and getting in our way. Fortunately, we haven't lost any positions. We are about to gain one though. Through goes Potato. Lovely stuff. Hamilton is also up to 13th. He's flying off the line on those hard tyres. That's good from him. He's gained 2 places. Good news. And yeah, we are rocking and rolling for the Italian Grand Prix. Good start. Oh, we've got a red flag. We've got a red flag, and Carlos Sainz is... Oh my word. That is very much red flag territory. Look at all of this. It's just a wall of cars. Who can we get the best angle of this from? I mean, that's pretty horrific, isn't it? Just a car park. Oh, Lewis has got some damage. Oh. Is Lewis involved in this? I really hope not. Where did we get the damage from? Oh yeah, oh, it is us. We've had contact with Paul Aaron, and that's triggered all of this. Crazy. It was Vesti smashing into the side of Sainz that's eliminated him from the race. So we get to change that wing for free. Right, we have got a restart, but I've forgotten to change Lewis's front wing. So the lights are out, the race is back on, and Lewis has still got damage to his wing. I completely forgot to change his wing because I couldn't work out what to do with the strategy. I've eventually settled on just putting the mediums on Lewis and the hards on Pulse Potato. Well, that's a sort of clowny move, isn't it? And Pulse Potato is now under pressure from Max Verstappen for P6. My thinking now is to run these 2 sets of tyres as we go past Ocon. Lovely stuff. And then we will put a set of softs on towards the end of the race and be quick then. I think a lot of other teams are having a similar train of thought. Lewis will need a new wing. Can't believe I did that. We'll start on lap 12, and we are now 4th and 5th, although that might be about... It's not going to change because Pulse Potato blocks Esteban Ocon's route through. We are dropping back from the lead trio because Porsche has tagged himself along. Oh, Behrman's had a spin and ruined his chances of scoring points. But yeah, we're not catching Porsche because he's locked in with DRS on the 2 front runners who have got soft tyres, and they're just dragging him away as our drivers go into combat. Pulse Potato up the inside of Lewis Hamilton. And if we can just keep chopping and changing positions, we will hopefully be able to stop Verstappen and Ocon coming through. We're now 5.5 seconds adrift of the lead group, and we are retaining 4th and 5th. Frustratingly, Verstappen and Charles Leclerc came through, so we're no longer holding down 4th and 5th. We are fighting it out with Esteban Ocon though for 6th and 7th. Still quite a long way to go in this race, and our drivers are keeping it clean. Lewis is under instruction not to fight his teammate because when he got in front we were significantly slower, obviously because of the wing damage. So it's up to Pulse Potato to drive this race for us. I'm going to get him to attack. I'm going to get Lewis to go on low overtake aggression so that he doesn't attack his teammate quite as much as he might do. Let's see if we can... Well, don't think we'll be able to close up. It's really Leclerc we need to try and close up on. See if we can close in on the McLaren, and that will then bring us to Verstappen. He's got a mechanical problem. Pulse Potato's done a great job here. He's got us into DRS range of Leclerc and Verstappen, who are fighting it out amongst themselves. He has dropped Lewis a bit to do it. He's up the inside of a Ferrari. He's going so well. We need to get Lewis back in touch because Ocon is he's through. It's too late. Did we get DRS? No. And now, well, at least Ocon's now dragging Lewis back into the fight, so that's something. And now Pulse Potato can get after Charles Leclerc. Hopefully we can get past the McLaren. Obviously a race winner at Monza. Oh, Ocon's come through now. Fabulous. Go around the outside of him. There we go. Great move, Pulse Potato. And we're back where we started. And Hamilton's got DRS. It's all action in Monza. It's happy hour. Everyone's got DRS. Leclerc also has DRS. As we approach the Parabolica, we'll all get to do it again. The flaps will open. The speed will go up. And how many cars are passing Max Verstappen here? 1, 2. Just one in the end. He said no to Pulse Potato coming past, and he's decided he's taking exception to Leclerc being in front and just driven straight past him. Right, more of the same, please, lads. Pulse Potato is now third. He's just muscled his way past Charles Leclerc, who's decided he doesn't like being overtaken. We're wheel to wheel. We're hopping over the curbs, and are we securing the place? No. But down the inside into Ascari, through goes Potato, and they're 3 abreast. Look at this. Look at this. That is unbelievable stuff. They're just look at all the cars. It's amazing. So we get the overhead shot. We'll go round the outside of Leclerc through the Parabolica. We're trying to save some fuel at the moment, and here comes Ocon. Hamilton is still in this scrap as well. And Pulse Potato looking to get past Verstappen, who is defending aggressively. I must say, he's not leaving a car's width.
Won't be long now.
And that better not let someone come around the outside. It doesn't, so we've survived in that sense. Here's Pulse Potato up the inside of Charles Leclerc, but he's also heading for the pit lane. We did get clear of Max Verstappen. Let's see how the stop goes. 2.0 seconds. Beautiful work from the team. Do you know what? I'm not going to change the wing for Lewis. He's able to stay with these guys, so he's actually now running second. We're bringing him in. Let's attack on the tyres. We're looking decent. Pulse Potato. Oh, he gets past on both sides. They're 3 wide through the first corners. Oh my word, what a sequence that was. And Ocon is looking aggressive on soft tyres. But Pulse Potato fends off the Frenchman, and we need to get our tyres up to temperature to defend this position. Hamilton, we've actually pulled clear of Verstappen by 2 seconds. Maybe his mechanical issue is catching up with him. Pourchaire's into the pit lane now as Hamilton comes in, broken front wing and all. 2.0 second for him, stop for him. Great work from the mechanics. That's really slick work from them. So, Pulse Potato now moves ahead of Ollie Behrman, and we are pulling clear of Ocon, hopefully. Are we clear of Hamilton? Yes, but Hamilton's now going to be behind a couple of other cars as he comes out of the pit lane and tries to get up to speed. And are we going to do the 3 wide thing all over again? No, Hamilton is around the outside of Behrman, and that's good news for him. Let's get the tyres up to temperature and see what damage we can do on these soft tyres. I'll tell you what, I think we're on for a potential podium here, because Verstappen and Leclerc are still on those hard tyres that they switched to at the red flag. They're going to lose so much time in the pit stop. They will be fast and they might be catching us towards the end, but they're not going to have a lot of time to do it. Piastri is now on them, and well, Verstappen's slow because he's got a mechanical issue. That's why he's slow. Verstappen has a problem, and Piastri is now all over him and Leclerc as they go 3 wide into the Parabolica. Pourchaire hunting them down. Pulse Potato reeling them in as well. Hamilton is struggling. He's now 9th. Can't keep up with Ocon, which is a shame. We did get him topping up the battery and it hasn't really worked, to be honest. That's a shame. But Pulse Potato could get a podium here because Verstappen and Leclerc are begging for a puncture. Can we catch Piastri? Can we catch Pourchaire? Possibly. We're looking at a 4th, maybe a rostrum appearance at last this season for Pulse Potato. That's the scrap that he's trying to catch. Behrman has a puncture. These two can't be far away. Surely they will pit as Pourchaire moves into 2nd place. Leclerc does pit. Verstappen, Ferrari, what are you doing? He's losing a place to Pulse Potato. We've stopped and caught him up again. That's how slow Verstappen is. Well done, Ferrari. That's how you lose your home race. Although they're winning it with Antonelli, so I'll shut up. Well, Lewis Hamilton's race has sparked into life again. He's just passed Ocon and Norris. Look at that. He's now into 5th place. Great job from Lewis. The chop and change for 3rd place continues between Pulse Potato and Oscar Piastri. I'm just trying to position ourselves so we've got plenty of battery for the final lap so we can just deploy loads of it. Also just going to conserve some fuel. We're blocking Piastri, that's good. I just want to make sure that we have DRS coming onto the pit straight. So what I'm going to do is get Pulse Potato to rarely defend. And I've got to try and manage Lewis Hamilton's race at the moment as well, because they're coming through the Lesmos for the penultimate time. And Lewis is in good position there. Let's let him through. Let him through, Pulse Potato. Let him have the place. Oh, I thought they were going to collide there for a second. Okay, we should probably start attacking on the tyres. I don't really want to give up the position on the pit straight now, because it's going to be difficult to get it back. So, Lewis, you can attack as well. Yeah, we're going to lose the place here. So, let's harvest. Now we deploy. Oh, we defended it. Great job, Pulse Potato. Come on. And we're going to harvest into the chicane here. So we've got battery to deploy down to Ascari. Hamilton needs to deploy his battery. Norris has just overtaken him. It's just all happening. I can't show you all of it all at once, which is really annoying. Can we catch Norris? Can we defend from Piastri, who's got DRS? No! No, we want a Pulse Potato podium! Come on! Right, neutral. Oh no, here comes Piastri. Keep him out there, keep him out there, just keep him there. Antonelli's won his home race. Pulse Potato, are you going to get a podium? I think he is. Porsche finishes 2nd. Justin's got the fastest lap. And Pulse Potato has a podium. Come on. And Lewis has got through. No! He's lost it on the inside line. No ERS left. P6 for Lewis Hamilton with half a front wing, which we should have changed to the red flag, but forgot to. I'd say that's a good save. A podium from the Italian Grand Prix, from both races in Italy, which we didn't expect. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, job well done, everybody. Well, there you go. That's a very interesting podium, isn't it? Antonelli, Porsche and Pulse Potato. Lewis Hamilton recovering from a disappointing qualifying and the damaged wing to finish in 6th. That's an impressive drive, if I might say so myself. Max Verstappen, by the way, only finished 10th. So where does this leave the Drivers' Championship? 12 points to gap. It is now. Constructors-wise, we are now, so that's 73 points behind Aston Martin, I think. Yeah, I think so. But we actually lost a point in that round. Where did Ocon finish? He finished 7th. So, yeah, it's pretty even Stevens between us and Aston Martin. But that was a couple of very exciting races, actually, considering not a huge amount happened in the 3 off camera. So, yeah, I think we chose the right 2 to show you. And we had a good day. We had a good day. 2 podiums. Great stuff. Pulse Potato back on the podium for the first time this season. Very, very pleased for him. Well, that was an excellent display from our drivers. Lots of bold overtaking and some critical moves, showing their speed, showing their skill. Well done to Lewis and to Pulse Potato. Leave a nice big thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more F1 Manager content coming soon. And I'll see you next time. You're the best fans. Bye for now.